So today I'm going to cover some of the major differences between the BMW EMW R35 engine blocks post-war production. So these are all done after 1945. They all come from Eisenach factory. Now, as it's quite known, after 1952 or 1953, they had to change the name. There was some sort of lawsuit, and they had to change the name from BMW to EMW because they were still producing motorcycles with the BMW logo, even though the BMW motorcycle factory was in Berlin, was not in Eisenach anymore after the war. So anyway, there are various types of motorcycles. These two engine blocks are very similar. They all have the serial number which is the same, 23520111101, same as this one, but they have different markings here. So this is the same as this one, but this one is stamped A while this one is stamped E. Otherwise, they're all the same. As you can see, they have 6 studs for the gearbox mounting. So these originally came with a hand shifter gearbox. They also have this hole for the crankcase ventilation, which goes through that hole and comes out through here. These two are later, but they are quite different. This one came after these. This engine block came from a motorcycle that has foot shifter gearbox like that one, but it has the crankcase ventilation hole. This is interesting because the serial number is 29300101401, and it has those markings on it. As you can see, the crankcase ventilation comes out through there, but this engine has only 5 studs for mounting the foot shifter gearbox. However, it still retains that thickening there, which is where the 6th stud would have been fitted. So technically, to this engine block, you could put the gearbox on, drill a hole, and you would be able to fit a hand shifter type gearbox. These motorcycles came with a rigid frame, but they had the foot shifter gearbox. This is the later one. This is the EMW engine block. Depends how you want to call it. I suppose all of these are BMW Eisenach, and this is the one that came out with the EMW logo on it, but still from the same factory. Anyway, crankcase ventilation, the hole is missing, so is the hole there. This one has a serial number of 23530111111, and all those markings there. This one is different. So this as well came with the foot shifter gearbox, like that one there. You can see the mark that the gearbox has left on the engine block. However, this one is missing that thickening there, so this would be much more difficult to convert to a foot shifter gearbox unless you just don't put that 6th stud in there. But otherwise, very similar in construction.